Hello, my name is Yvette Henson, and I work for Colorado State University in the San Miguel Basin, which is San Miguel, West Montrose counties in southwestern Colorado. So now I'm going to go through those steps that I shared with you on how to save seeds using this radish crop. So this is a variety of radish called a spring radish, which means it's an annual radish. It'll complete its life cycle in 1 year. So I didn't have to worry about overwintering these plants. So another thing about Helios, which is this type of radish, is it's a yellow radish. And yellow radishes actually bolt, which means go to seed later, and they don't bolt as quickly, so you have them in your garden longer. Something else about radishes is they are cross-pollinated plants. So you need at least 80 plants to get good genetics in your seed. This is an open pollinated variety. So as long as I saved these seeds and kept them from other radish, wild radish or other radish crops, then there's nothing for these to cross with except for themselves. So this was my garden of radish seeds. You can see how different the roots look when you grow a radish crop to seed than when you grow the radishes. So one of the things I told you about was selection. And you can't tell by looking at these crops now, but the way that I selected them was I just looked at the radish roots from the top. You could tell just by looking at them growing if they were elliptical or round. So I kept round radishes. But when they start maturing and going to seeds, they get like really grotesque looking. So another thing about radishes is their seed pod, and it's called a silique. All plants in the family that radishes are in, brassica family, have siliques. An advantage to radishes is this seed pod doesn't split open on its own, so you don't lose the seeds when you're harvesting them. You're supposed to wait until about 60% of all these seed pods have turned brown or yellow. They're starting to dry down before you harvest them. That way you get good seed. But it's an indeterminate crop, so it's actually going to keep blooming all year until frost. So one thing you can do is cut off the blooms at one point, and I did